This is a guy that said that Trump laid him off. Okay. I thought that this would be interesting to review because I see so many women having videos talking about how they got laid off of the federal government or Trump laid them off and all of that. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to switch it up a little bit, right? I want to find a man, and this just so happened to pop up on my algorithm. Maybe, YouTube is listening to me. I wanted to find a guy that says, hey, man, I got laid off by the federal government or Trump laid me off. And I finally found one. So I have not watched this video yet. And I figured that we can review it together. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. The name of this guy is, let me get his YouTube channel. Tehran. His name is Tehran. All right. 6,500 subscribers as of the review of this video. And we're going to get into it. All right, let's rock.
Off of my federal job. And I know if you're watching, probably you was laid off your federal job as well, or you just want to keep up with the news and see how people feel. Well, God has sent me to be the vessel to tell you all to keep going. Keep going. So listen, my story is a little weird. Last weekend, I actually flew out to Colorado with my family and I got married, right? I got married. The interesting part is this. I was watching the news as me and my wife was doing karaoke, something we never do. It was the first time. And I found out that I got fired. Even though I was getting married the next day. That's the wild part. I was getting married on Saturday and I found out I got fired on Friday. So, I was lost. I was confused. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, did Trump really just...
Where are you going? Going outside where? Let me see you. What you got on? Come on, stop acting like you're getting stuff out of your purse. Stop. Go back up. Turn around. Let me see. It's a lot of body in that dress. Why is you still moving?
Can I look in the mirror?
Yes, you can look in the mirror. Go ahead. Make sure your Find Mi's on. Why are you? No. Get out of my pockets. Give me my money. Give me my money. Oh, Jesus. Give me my money.
Wow. I didn't even take none. We'll talk later.
Do a mass layoff. Like, I heard the rumors, I heard the talks, but it's different when it hits close to home, and it was coming closer and closer and closer, right? So, I promised myself to remain strong, remain hopeful. Don't let anything steal the moment from me, because I was getting ready to marry my best friend, my beautiful wife. And we went into it with nothing but smiles. It was no thoughts. It was a beautiful moment, right? But I want to tell you who's watching this. Understand.
Hold on, listen. I'm going to come back to you, Tehran, but I just got robbed. Can I call the police? Is it possible for me to call the police? Let me see what's in my pockets. tricked her. I tricked her this time, y'all. Mm-hmm. I tricked her this time. She got the wrong pocket. See, I put the dummy amount in the one pocket. She took that one. But she didn't get this pocket though. Yeah, I got a different pocket. So let me tell y'all, I tricked her this time. I had one stash in the pocket, and I had a bigger stash. I had a bigger stash in my book bag. You know what I'm saying? So got her this time. Mm-hmm. You thought you was gonna trick me. You thought you was gonna shake me down. You thought you was gonna come in here while I was on a live stream and that you was gonna run my pocket so that you can go shopping on a Thursday. Nope, not this time. We reviewing Tehran, boy. Yeah. Got her with the dummy pocket. All right, we're gonna focus on Tehran, y'all. Let's focus. No more Millionaire Derailment Show. Let's focus.
That God has a plan, and I need you to understand this. God has a plan for your life, and he will not fail you. He has not failed you yet. He is not planning on failing you. Remember, through tough times, in these times, you are building endurance. Build a personal relationship with God and let go. I'm telling you now, there's no level of stress. There's no level of frustration. None of these things is going to help you get to your next season. So you need to find a way to let it go. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me. I know, but you have to believe in God and trust the process. Understand, God is doing a new thing. God is doing a new thing for America. God is doing a new thing for this nation. Understand that. We may not understand what's going on behind the scenes, but a president plays a key role. Don't be mad. Don't be upset with man, because you have to understand before anything happens or take place with man, it has to take place spiritually. Understand a new thing is happening. A new season is coming. Understand a rebirth is coming. And it's also coming for you because you are a part of the process. Excuse me, I'm a little still under the weather, but never in a million years would I have imagined me being fired by a president of the United States of America. But let me tell you what's so interesting about this. Before I was laid off, God came to me and he spoke to me. He spoke to me something that it was so clear. And he told me, before you started this job, you did not have a job. And I couldn't understand it, but I did. And I definitely understand now. He also spoke to me and told me, what I would like you to focus on is your ministry. Your ministry. One way or another, I will get you to focus on this. Even if that takes me shaking up your world, I will get you to focus on this. And sure enough, here we go. I get laid off. And you got to understand, God is such a powerful God because he will use one situation to bless a million people. He will use one situation to bless a million people and send people in their God-given directions.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. I'm so used to getting videos with people that are dusty or that are got a dusty mentality, and got a dusty mindset, that it's so refreshing and surprising to see when a person has the right mindset and is willing to communicate it to the general public. We only see the duress a lot of times. So when people send me videos or if something pop up on my algorithm, it's so weird to see somebody that is positive. I haven't seen anybody that actually looked at it the right way, that look at layoffs or circumstances happening in their life the right way. And probably about 7 months. It was one guy that I remember. It was a black guy that had a different disposition. I did a review video on him, and he was basically saying, "Stop being lazy. I saved this amount of money in this amount of months." Some of you may remember it, maybe not. But the reason that I know that he's right in this situation, and the fact that he's not bitter, means that he's probably going to be 10, 100 times more successful, is because it happened kind of sort of to me. At the time that it happened, I wasn't as wise as him at this time. And I don't know how old he is, but I was in my 20s. I think I was like 24, 25. Actually, I was 26 because I was having my daughter, 2008 crisis, and I was going through it. Fast forward to today, it was the best thing that ever happened to me was getting let go from that job at the steel mill, because it is a possibility. I always knew that I would be successful, but who's to say that I wouldn't still be there today? I don't know. The best thing that ever happened to me was putting me in an uncomfortable space, was letting me know. And I went through it. And it's not to say that he's not going to go through it. Even the word of God says it rains on the just and the unjust. But the fact that he got a different mentality approaching it shows you that things are going to work out in his favor, because he's always turning a situation that other people could be perceived as bad into good. Every single woman, white woman, black woman, or whatever that I see sit there and complain and go off and they cuss Trump out and I shouldn't have voted for him and all of this other type of stuff. You didn't vote for him anyway. We already knew that you was part of the 93%. Every single person that I've seen up to this point, and white men that I've seen up to this point, has cried, complained, called CNN. This is my story. I got laid off, all of this stuff. He's the only person that I've seen, and it's the only guy that I've seen that's coming across as black guy. He's the only person that I've seen that actually took this situation and didn't say, "Oh, no, I don't like him because he did it." He said that God has a plan for this guy to do something, and now everybody got to go out and they got to do their purpose. They got to do the thing that they're supposed to do. They got to find their way. They got to figure it out. It's not his responsibility. We got to do the right thing by the country. This is a really good guy. So far from what I've seen, and I'm going to reserve further judgment until I hear everything that he says, this is a really, really good guy. This is the type of person that you want to win, that you wish to win, that you advocate to win, that you pray for, that you're in his corner. You want to see him successful. This is the type of person that he is so far that I'm observing.
You have to understand, God has a direction for you. We have a direction for ourselves. For some of us, we feel like this is the end of the world. It's not. It's actually the beginning of life.
Yep.
You are being rebirthed. Understand, you are going through a process, and processes are beautiful. Yeah. Processes comes with emotion. Processes comes with conditioning.
You're talking.
Understand, you're getting ready. You're getting prepared to run a marathon, but you must go through the proper conditioning. Understand that. And I told myself, listen, my wife told me, "Hey, you need to get online and you need to talk about this." And I said, "You think so?" And she said, "Yes."
Ain't nothing like having a dope person that's in your corner that actually is embracing the process that you're going through, instead of telling you that they ain't rocking with you no more because you're dusty.
And I'm going to tell you one thing that I learned over the course of time. Your wife, your significant other, listen, if they for you, if they with you, they know what's best.
Did I not just call it out? I don't simp, bro. But we're going to get there.
So you have to understand, I followed her because I felt as if God was speaking through her. And I said, you know what? I want to be a voice. I want to be a voice of reasoning, because people are being led astray in this season, and people don't know where to go in this season, and people are lost, and people are frustrated, and people do not know what to do. But I know what to do. You have to lean on God and not your own understanding. Realize that you are building endurance. Understand that if you have faith of the size of a mustard seed, that you can move mountains. Understand that if you believe and you say to this mountain, be cast.
You can tell that he actually read his word. He knows the word. He's not mispronouncing nothing. He's not remixing it. He's saying exactly what it says.
Cast into the ocean, be cast into the sea. That surely it will be done, especially if you do not doubt in your heart whatsoever, but believe that what you said will come to pass. It will be done. It will be done. God has taught us this all throughout the Bible. And what we have to do is put our heads more and more and more and more and more into the Bible and believe and understand with believing you will achieve. God will not leave you stranded. This is just a season for now.
Yeah, he's not going to put on you more than you can bear, and you also got to put the works in, because faith without works is dead. I like this guy. I think that he's dope. I think that he's awesome. He has the right mentality, and very rarely do you actually run into somebody. Do you run into somebody that's dope like this? I'll have this clipped up, and then we'll get this out there for you guys, and then I'll make sure that I tag him or I put it in the description who this guy is. I think that you should absolutely embrace him. He's dope.